Moving from outer chaos to inner balance, a 28-day immersion. We are on day 25. Yesterday we talked about self-care and the different ways in which we can take care of ourselves. Today, the topic is going to be self-care in practice. Knowing all those areas of self-care can be a wonderful thing intellectually to understand it. But what is more important is the practice of it. And even if we can do one or two of those needs fulfill at any point in time, we are already way ahead in our self-care practice. So the first thing is to have the intention of self-care, is to choose ourselves because we are worth it. Obviously, if we have a small child and the child is running to put its hands inside the electrical socket, is not the time to choose self-care. But with a little bit of intention and planning, we can always set aside 10 to 15 minutes a day for caring for ourselves. Because this self is the vehicle with which we have to travel from birth till death. This is the only vehicle that's going to come with us at every stage in our life. So the first suggestion would be to choose tools that work across multiple levels. My suggestion would be to choose some form of regulated breathing that's going to help you, because breathing, a regulated breathing, helps with the physical system, with the energetic body, with the emotional body, and also with the intellectual body. So a regulated form of breathing, even if it is just for a few minutes a day, has a lot of impact on all the different levels. On day 2, we talked about the Bhramari breath, and on day 11, we talked about the alternate nostril breath. So if you want, you could go back and refer to those videos. Try and fit either of these for just a few minutes a day. Once you have spent a few minutes on any one of these regulated breathing systems, the next one is going to come much more easily. This is again a hug. We talked of a hug before, but this is a hug in a different context. All of us operate 90% from our subconscious belief systems. And most of our subconscious programming is done when we are very young. By the time of 5 or 6, a lot of our belief systems have already been deposited in our subconscious system, the subconscious mind. So this method is going to take care of these subconscious belief systems in the form of an inner child. We are going to invite our inner child, which is actually another way of looking at our subconscious belief systems, into our imagination. And then we are going to have a conversation with this inner child and make that child feel comfortable. If possible, ask the child if they would like, he or she would like to come into your lap, sit down, and if they are okay with it, to give them a hug. So hold them in your hands, in your arms, and give them a hug. And let this inner child, this little boy or girl, know that you love them unconditionally, that they are safe. You have seen the future, and you know for a fact that their future is bright and safe. This little exercise, if done repeatedly for 2 weeks to 3 weeks, is going to have a very big impact, because most of us, in fact, all of us, operate out of our subconscious belief systems. And one of the most important emotional need for all of us is to be loved and is to be safe. By reassuring that inner child that they are loved and that it is safe, we are able to reprogram our subconscious systems to a much more positive one. And that's going to help us overcome many of our resistances, many of the areas that we feel blocked in. And it's going to have, on the whole, a big positive impact in our lives. So give this a try and let me know how it works for you. Thank you for joining me. I'm Nirmala Shekhar, a Body Talk practitioner from Singapore, and you are with me on this 28-day immersion. Thank you. Bye-bye. Namaste.